Hi everyone, this is Joy for Spellbinders. Today I have 4 cards for you using products from the Truly Yours collection. I am so excited to use this paper couture dress. It is so pretty. So here is that die cut, and I'm actually going to be making 4 dresses. So here's the 4 color combinations that I'll be using. But as you can see there, you have a skirt, a top, a cute hanger, a belt, and you have a bow. And so this is what I'm going to use for all 4 of these cards. They're all going to be made the same, but just a different color scheme. Now on the skirt, there are some score marks for you to fold to give the skirt some pleats. So I'm going to start folding those. I'm using my bone folder to get a good sharp crease, and I'm just kind of folding back and forth. On this first skirt, I did make a little bit of a mistake and fold the very outside edges, which you don't want to do, and I'll show you my corrected version on the next skirt. So I did some really fun color combinations. I am doing a black and white with some pink. I'm doing a gold and white with black, a blue and white, and a red and yellow. And I just think all of these look so pretty. Most of them feel very spring or summer. One of them feels a little more elegant. I'm also going to be using the rings around the circle die and the mini sincere sentiments glimmer plates. So now that I have that pleated, I'm going to add a little bit of glue and just use my tweezers to hold that in place. I'm using the Barely Art glue and my Spellbinder scissors. Now here is where I'm showing you I did not fold on that second one where I did on the first one, and I actually folded it back out. But on that second one is how it's supposed to look, if that makes sense. So here are the 3 colors that I'm going to be using. I am using the small dots, I believe is what it's called, embossing plate from Spellbinders. I will have everything that I used linked below, but I'm going to just run that through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cut machine. I am going to add polka dots to each one of these colors. So I have a white background, a yellow background, a pink background, and a black background. Now here is the rings around the circle die, and I'm going to die cut 4 pieces from vellum. This is going to give a little bit of a different look between the background and the cute little dress. So that's how I'm going to have this placed, is basically in the center of the card. So here's the little belt. This actually is what holds your skirt together. So I folded the edges. That little skirt is glued already. I'm going to add some Barely Art glue to the front and the back. And then I'm going to wrap this little belt around. I'm going to tuck the top shirt, the little top part of the dress, into that, and I'm actually not going to glue that in because I will be adding foam tape behind this, which will actually hold it together. So here's the cute little red dress. All of these patterned papers are from previous card kits that I have from Spellbinders, the little paper pads that are in there. I just went through and found things that had small patterns on them so it would fit perfectly for the dresses. So here I'm just going to slide that little top in just like that. I'm going to add the foam tape behind it. I'm going to come in with the cute little hanger, which I die cut from Gold Mirror Cardstock. I thought that would just be darling. Add a little touch of elegance, and I glued that to the top part of the dress. And I'm going to adhere that to that vellum die cut piece. I'm going to do this for all of the cards. Everything's going to be exactly the same. I'm going to come and adhere the cute little pink bow. So this dress is black and white with a little pink bow on it. And I'm just going to use my liquid glue and my tweezers to adhere that down. And isn't that darling? And that's how it will look on the card panel. I'm going to add some foam tape behind the vellum piece and then just center that right in my card base. All of the card panels have been trimmed down. The colored card panels have been trimmed down about 1/4 inch on all sides, and then I adhered that to a white A2 size card base. So here's the white one with the little blue dress and the white bow. And then you've got the red and yellow. And isn't that just so cute? Now I'm going to be doing some glimmer foiling. Here is the mini sincere sentiments. Look how many sentiments you get in here. And they're fun sentiments, just quite different than most sentiments around. And then you've got these different lengths and decorative edges of the die cut to die cut out your sentiment. So I'm going to adhere all of my sentiments down to some white cardstock. This is a 120-pound cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I'm taping down my sentiments, which actually gives it a little bit of a hinge. So that way, if my foiling doesn't foil perfectly, I can just remove the old foil, add a new piece in, and it will line up perfectly. I am using gold foil for all of the sentiments. And it's just easy to get them all done at once. I'm just going to place that underneath, put that onto my Glimmer hot foil machine, press my button, and when it's done blinking, you know then you can pull this out of the dock and put it into your die cut machine. Again, I have the Platinum 6 Spellbinders die cut machine, and I'm going to actually roll that through really slow forward and backward. You want to take your time. You don't want to do it fast. I'm going to pull all of this out, and now you can see we've got these great foiled sentiments. So this little die cut piece here fits perfectly, but most of these don't fit. So I'm going to line it up on one side, tape it down, run it through my die cut machine, and then I'll show you how I die cut the other side. It really is super, super simple. So you don't actually have to have your sentiment die cut actually fit, because you'll make it work. So now that that one's die cut, I'm going to line it up on the opposite side that was too long, tape it down. Then I'm going to flip it over, tape it down again so it doesn't slide or shift. When I pull that out of my die cut machine, I have a perfectly cut sentiment strip. So I'm going to do that for my this last one here. It's a little too long. This one was a little too long as well. This one has the little flag end. I'm going to do the same thing of taping it down on the front and then taping it down on the back and pulling it out, and I've got a great die cut sentiment. Doing the same thing, sliding it over, holding it in place, and running it through my die cut machine. Now we have the perfect size sentiment strips that are going to go onto these cards. All of these are going to have some foam tape behind it, and the sentiments say, for this little yellow one, it says, "I believe in you." The blue one says, "Love you, my friend." Then I've got the pink one that says, let's catch up soon. And the black one says, "I dreamt I gave you a big hug." I just thought that was a really sweet sentiment. They're all super cute. And like I said, there's tons of great sentiments in this. So I'm going to add that there. And then I'm coming in with some of the Color Essentials gems. As you can see here, I'm using the gold and the crystal mix. And I just added a few of those to each of the cards around where the sentiments are. Kept it really kind of simple because I really wanted it to be about that cute little dress. And aren't these just so fun? The vellum makes it look very dainty. The rings around the circle die cut has that pretty scalloped edge. Everything just looks so, so pretty on these cards. I want to thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back soon. Bye.